Why is that important to you?
Well, for a start, we're a small business, so I think that that's important to recognise. We work with clients across the spectrum in terms of size. We work with giant global companies who are tens of billions of dollars a year turnover, hundreds of billions of dollars a year turnover, actually, all the way down to very small startup clients. And I think it's really interesting in some ways. The small companies, they actually can be more fun. I mean, particularly for an agency. And the reason is big companies have a lot of structure, a lot of process, and in particular, a lot of rules and regulations. And that makes sense. If you've got 1,000 marketers, and we've got clients with more than 1,000 marketers working for them, they've got to have rules about what you can and can't do. But those rules can end up being overly restrictive. And so you're trying to be creative within, really quite confined limits. Whereas with small companies, you can actually often go and try stuff that's crazy. And sometimes it doesn't work. And if you get the right client, they're like, we've learned something, that's just fantastic. So you have to pick the right thing. But these small clients, they can try different things. And even more interestingly, they have access to a lot of the tools that big companies have. So, if you look back, back to when I started in marketing last century, sounds so long ago. Big companies had huge advantages. One of the ways you had to reach people was through print publications. Advertising was incredibly expensive. There was this massive barrier of entry to small companies. Now, if you look at it, and in our sector, because we're business to business, LinkedIn is really important. Any company can get on LinkedIn. Any company can target Google on Google searches and run Google ads. And so now you've got this incredible, almost imbalance where small companies have the ability to be more creative, more free, less restricted. And they have access to pretty much all the same tools and capabilities as large companies. So I think that's really exciting. And I really, feel optimistic about the future for small companies.